And welcome to this edition of Native News Update on this Wednesday, December 12th. I am the host for today's program, Paul DeMain, and many of the stories we read here can also be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com, and here are some of those stories for the day. A California tribe said this week it will hold candlelight vigils for the rest of the week to honor 5 reservation residents who were slain over the weekend. Tribal Chairman Neil Peyron of the Thule River Indian Reservation called the killings one of the most horrific losses their community has ever faced. Authorities suspect Hector Salea killed his 8-year-old daughter, his mother, her 2 brothers, and wounded his young son on December 8th. Hours later, Salea was shot by police and died at a hospital. Andrew Salea 6 remains in critical condition. As of December 11th at Community Medical Center in Fresno, Linnea Salea 5 was in serious condition. No motive has been established, though police said Hector Salea, a former custodian at the tribe's Eagle Mountain Casino, had been involved in custody disputes with the mother over his children. A Mohawk who dug up part of a toxic landfill near his reservation home in northern New York to protest federal plans to leave the landfill there permanently pled guilty December 11th to criminal mischief. Larry Thompson, 58, was released on his own recognizance after admitting to the reduced charge. Sentencing is scheduled March 25th before St. Lawrence County Judge Jerome Richards. Thompson was arrested August 11th, 2011 after driving a backhoe from adjacent family property through a fence onto the former General Motors Messina plant. He said afterward that he was frustrated by the government's decision to cap the landfill instead of removing the chemicals. He blamed the toxins for cancers and other illnesses among his family and other Akwesasne Mohawk residents. I think everyone understands that the purpose was to draw attention to the circumstances at the GM site, defense attorney Chris Amato said after court on the December 11th. Mr. Thompson firmly believes the toxic wastes in that landfill should be excavated and taken to a hazardous waste disposal facility. Thompson's could be sentenced up to a year in jail, but Assistant St. Lawrence County District Attorney James Monroe said prosecutors are recommending no jail time on the condition that Thompson abide by a court order to stay away from the landfill for 5 years. The clock is ticking down to December 21st, the supposed end of the Mayan calendar, and from China to California to Mexico, thousands are getting ready for what they think is going to be a fateful day. The Maya didn't say so much about what would happen next after the 5,125-year cycle known as the Long Count comes to an end. So into that void have rushed occult writers, bloggers, and New Age visionaries foreseeing all manner of monumental change from doomsday to a new age of enlightenment. The 2009 disaster flick 2012 helped spark Doomsday Rumors with its vision of Los Angeles crashing into the sea and mammoth tsunami waves swallowing the Himalayas. Foreboding TV documentaries and alarmist websites followed, sparking panic in corners of the globe thousands of miles from the Mayan homeland of southern Mexico and Central America. A village in Russia was recently reported to have sold out of all water, canned goods, and other supplies people believe they may need after December 21st. As the big day approaches, governments and scientists alike are mobilizing to avoid actual tragedy. Even the U.S. Space Agency and NASA intervened earlier this month, posting a nearly hour-long YouTube video debunking the apocalyptic points one by one. The internet has helped feed the frenzy, spreading rumors that a mountain in France is hiding an alien spaceship that will be the sole escape from the destruction. French authorities are blocking access to the peak from December 19th through the 23rd, except for the village's 2,000 residents who want to live in peace, according to a recent news release. As the clock ticks down, scenarios have mounted about how the end will come. Some believe a rogue planet called Nibiru will emerge from its hiding place behind the sun and smash into the Earth. Others say a super black hole at the center of the universe will suck in our planet and smash it to pieces. At least 2 men in China are predicting a world-ending flood, and they're both building arks. Liu Zhanghai has spent his life savings, some $160,000, building a 70-foot by 50-foot vessel powered by 3 diesel engines, according to state media. Jose Esquivel, a descendant of the Maya, said his community in Mexico's Yucatan, Peninsula, sees the date as a celebration of their survival despite centuries of genocide and oppression. He blamed profiteers looking to scam the gullible for stoking doomsday fears. For us, this December 21st is the end of a great era and the beginning of a new era, he said. We renew our beliefs, we renew a host of things that surround us, Esquivel said. In fact, anthropologists aren't even sure whether the end of the Mayan calendar falls on December 21st or whether it's already happened. The date is mentioned in only 2 known cases, including an etching that says 9 gods will descend from heaven to earth. The verb describing what the gods will do is illegible in the etching. Thousands of New Age adherents are expected to fill ancient sites from Mexico in the days leading up to December 21st, while their spiritual brothers party in hotspots as diverse as Culver City, California to Byron Bay, Australia. And that is another roundup of news from Indian Country. On this edition of the Native News Update, we want to say Wan for joining with us, and come back again soon.